Vice President Mike Pence says the president's State of the Union address cast an inspiring vision of American greatness, he says. The vice president just spoke with CBS Evening News anchor Jeff Glor in an interview you'll see only on CBS This Morning. They talked first about the partial government shutdown.
Do you think the shutdown was a mistake?
I never think it's a mistake.
Why?
To stand up for what you believe in. And I think what the American people admire most about this president is he says what he means and he means what he says, that in a very real sense. He said there's a crisis at our southern border. He said he was determined to get the funding to build a wall and secure our border. And he was willing to take a stand to accomplish that. Now, we agreed to reopen the government for 3 weeks because after talking to Democrat rank-and-file members of the Senate and of the House, we were told that they were willing to work with us. They were willing to fund a barrier at our southern border and to address the other priorities that the president laid out in that common sense approach. We've taken them at their word, but the American people saw this president is absolutely determined to keep his word to secure our border and end the crisis of illegal immigration.
One line that made news last night in the State of the Union was when the president said, quote, "If there's going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation." Isn't oversight part of the legislature's job? I mean, you served in the House for more than a decade.
I did. Well, look, congressional oversight is a part of the checks and balances of our system, but
isn't he saying that can't happen, though?
Well, what the president referred to last night was partisan investigations. And, you know, you've spoken about the president. You know his feelings about investigations on Capitol Hill. We don't object to oversight. That's the proper role of committees in the Congress. But when it takes on a partisan tint, when it seems more intent on becoming a forum for invective against the president and against the administration, the American people expect better. The American people want to see the Congress addressing the issues that the president laid out last night. I mean, the president laid out a positive agenda for a growing American economy, for a stronger military, for an America that's addressing the real challenges that are facing American families. That's what the American people want our Congress focused on.
Jeff Glor joins us now from Washington. Jeff, hello. It's 9 days and counting before we find out what's going to happen with the shutdown. Did the vice president tell you about the possibility of another one?
Yeah, Gayle, I asked him, I said, can you guarantee there will not be another government shutdown? And he said, no. I can't guarantee that. It is interesting to see some of the language the president and the vice president used both last night and this morning. They refer to this as an urgent national crisis, but they're not saying it's a national emergency right now. We're not saying they will declare a national emergency. I think both sides at this point, from our discussions with everyone here yesterday, are pointing to this bipartisan committee on Friday and hoping that some sort of potential solution can emerge there that maybe both sides can be happy with before we hit this deadline on the 15th.
All right, Jeff, thank you.